Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm gonna be doing a fighting game tutorial for new players and players just getting into the game. Um, when you first hop into the game, you're gonna have a small little tutorial. It'll tell you things like that's your health bar, under that's your hunger bar. It'll tell you things like that and like how to talk to NPCs, different things like the merchant, etc. But it doesn't really give you like a full breakdown of the game, so that's why I'm here today. So let's jump straight into it. First things first, when you first spawn in, you're going to spawn in this area. Personally, I can't get in there because I am chaotic, but that's basically a safe zone. If you're orderly or just neutral, you can always go in here if somebody's trying to fight you, if you're not combat tagged. And that's basically a safe place because if anyone tries to fight you, they will get chaotic and get kicked out of the place. Next up, obviously you have your health bar right here, and under that you have your hunger, which helps with regen. But to refill it, you have to eat chicken, which you can buy from an NPC up at the village, or you can buy it underground. Next up, we have different controls you can do. So obviously to move, WASD, you can punch with left click. If you're just in this, like not shift lock, you can't M2, but if you're in shift lock, you can M2. If you hold F, you can block, which can block normal attacks, and G is always mana shield, but if you have a spell equipped and you hold F, then it does mana shield too. But if you have normal block, G is a mana shield. So when you first spawn in, you're going to have a race. You normally spawn with a common race. You normally spawn with a common race, and I'll put like a list of different races on the screen. Each race has unique abilities, and if you want to reroll your race, you can go conquest for it, and it costs 15,000 silver or 200 robux. There's conquest races that you can get from conquest, and they're really good, so I would recommend getting one, but it obviously takes effort to get one, and you're not just gonna always get one. It's a rare chance. So next up, we have different locations that we're gonna want to know. So obviously we have the orderly barrier here. We have the mainland, kind of like mid, that's what people call it. We'll take ourselves over here. We have the village up here. I know it's nighttime, so it's kind of harder to see, but we have the village here. And then up here we have the bar, which you can farm trinkets and other things, etc. Bar up here. Next up we have over kind of, I'm not sure what to call it, like I guess I would call it like the woods or something. It has like the scythe trainer, hybrid person, assassin, just, Phoenix quests you do over here too. So make our way over here. Come straight out of orderly barrier over here if you want. Has a rot person over there. Up there by that tree, you can kind of see the little glow. It has the scythe maker. Down there is the assassin trainer. Up here is where you do the Phoenix quest, so you would meditate on this mat. Over there is the scythe trainer, and then I don't know if you guys can see, but on top of that big giant gate, there's a NPC on top who will give you hybrid, and that's basically all over here. So making our way back, we're going to go underground next. So once you're over here, we're going to keep walking this way, and we're going to go underground. So once you can either jump off from the village, or you can come mid and go this way. So you're gonna climb these little mountain things, not mountains, but like you're gonna climb these little ledges. You have a guardian over there, but it's nighttime, so you can't really see it. Over in this corner, if you just keep going straight, you have Corvus, who is a boss. He's pretty hard, but you're always welcome to try him. You can bet silver or a rare race on him. But if you come this way and then you climb these over here, it'll lead you to this area. You go in here, and then there's a bar down there, and there's also NPCs like the merchant, scroll roulette. You can buy chicken down here. There's a lot of trainers down here, etc. So this is a main spot in the game that a lot of people are normally at. And the last location I would say to know is if you climb up over this, you can kind of see it a little bit, but it's nighttime. Over there is the Lumen trainer. You can walk around here, farm trinkets, and up on that glowing like pillar over there, you can get Nagata, or some, I think that's what it's called, Shazam, whatever. You can get it over there. So next up, I'm going to show you weapon locations and armor locations. So it depends what class you're going, but we'll start over here. So over here we have your basic weapon, katana, in the bar. Over here in the bar, you can buy the katana for 1,000 silver. You can buy the 2 scythe parts over here, but I guarantee this guy did because he's trying to get an ornament. Down here we have brawler, that's the brawler armor. This is the brawler weapon, and you can also get this for Phoenix too. Majority of the armors are down underground. That's why I said it's like a main part of the game. So we'll go down there next. Obviously, you have another rot person right here, guardian. So in here, if you plan on going orderly assassin, here's the dagger 4 that you can buy. Let me tell this guy I got an warrant. So over here we have like different things you can buy. You can buy these, but we have these armors. So these armors make you slow, but they're kind of tanky. So if you're like a hybrid, I see some people use these 2 armors because they give more HP, but they are slower. These 3 are really squishy armors, but they make you fast, like your walk speed and run speed. So those are nice to have. Only if you're an experienced player though. So next up we have Great Sword. So Great Sword is up here. If you guys plan on going Great Sword, here's the armor, here's the weapon. And the trainer's in there too. In there we have Pi armor. You can talk to that thing right there and get the armor for that. Here you can buy a dagger, and you can also buy the armor right there, and that's where you can get assassin armor. Over here, if you go Phoenix, you can get the armor right there. There's nothing in there. Here is my class. This is the trainer right here, and there's the armor right there. That is majority of armors. Some classes have like passive armor, I think. So it's like you buy it for a skill. For example, Scythe, I think, and Lumen, but I'm not too sure. Next up, we have Piercer, which is a spear class. If you climb on top of this, which, you know, has to be difficult. Up here, we have the trainer, and we have the spear and the armor. So that's the weapon for that. Next up, once you decide what class you're going to want to go, before you start doing anything for your class, you're going to want to get the sigil helmet, which is just night helmet. I have the invisible, so that's what it looks like normally. So I'll teach you guys what to do. So we're going to go back to the village for this. Just taking a little shortcut. So first things first, this is what I do to get sigil helmet. I think it's probably the easiest method for me, but you guys can do this in any order you like. So what you're gonna want to do is talk to this girl, and she's gonna say, show me this, show me that. She'll be like, show me what Flamma does. You just have to use Flamma, and the quest completes. Speaking of spells, what you're gonna want to do is go around and farm trinkets and try to find scrolls like this and get all the basic spells. The basic spells are Flamma, Galu, Eurus, Terra, Sagitta, and Ember. I think Eurus and Ember are optional, but that's just me. So next up, what you want to do is do this quest. This guy asked for a Vint, so what you have to do is go talk to the bartender in the bar, ask or buy a Vint, or if you have the game pass, get it for free. Come down here and give it to this guy. It'll be a completed quest. Next, what you got to do is go up to this girl. She'll ask you to give her a different trinket. If you don't have it, you have to go get one. If you have one, that's the quest completed. Then what I like to do is do this quest. Talk to this guy. He will say break the merchant's windows. You have to be careful here because you can break any of the windows. Like for example, I can break this guy's windows, but it won't complete the quest. It'll just make me chaotic. You have to go over to the merchant's windows, just break one so you don't get super chaotic. Then go talk to him again. He'll give you 500 silver. Using that 500 silver, I like to come down here and talk to this guy. He'll just ask for 1 silver and it'll be the quest completed. Once you complete all the basic quests, you'll have to come over here and talk to these guardian, or talk to any guardian. Say I'm looking for a job. For example, Hollow has been chaotic, or just anyone over here. Maybe these two are chaotic. You just have to knock them, bring them, and rot them. It takes 5 rots, but if it doesn't take 5 rots for you, then I would recommend getting 10. So once you get all those rots, you'll go in the bar, talk to the bartender, and he will say you remind him of his brother, blah blah blah, and you will get the helmet, which is basically there. You'll talk to him. I already have it, so obviously I can't get it, but that's where Night Helmet is. So important NPCs you guys want to know. This guy is a brawler trainer. He will ask you to do a quest. In the orderly barrier, we have 2 trainers, which is the Pie trainer and the Phoenix trainer. So you can go in there, and also if you go in to the right, up around there is a scroll roulette for orderly people. So down in the underground, I showed you guys all the NPCs over there, the major ones. So if you need to, you can rewind. Down underground, we have, I'll show you guys a few NPCs. Oh, over there we have chicken. You can buy chicken from that guy. I showed you guys Corvus over there. Showed you guys Lumen trainer and Shazam trainer. So down here we have a bartender. Obviously we have a merchant over here. You can buy chicken from this guy over here. Obviously you can buy the 2 armors that I already showed you guys. Here you can do scroll roulette, so he'll say for money, just you can like see the chance of a rare spell or whatever. So this guy sells you like mana hoods, he sells you cape accessories, and that's basically it down here. Or if you want, this NPC isn't really used much, but it's kind of fun. So if you come over here, talk to this guy, you can put a bounty on people. For example, I have a little bounty, but that's just from me killing people. So if you climb up here, I forgot to show you guys this earlier. Let's just find a way to get up here first. If you climb up here, alright. So get up here, and down on top of this you have the Fang trainer, or like not Fang trainer, Ronin trainer. You can go to Fang with him. So if you're a Ronin or whatever, you're just chaotic, I think you can go to Fang. I personally can't, but I have the command. So if you're in Fang, never talk to this guy if you're orderly, blah blah blah. This is Ronin armor here. You talk to this guy, If you're chaotic, you can rot people in here, but if you're chaotic, he'll take you away. Next up, obviously we're gonna have spells, so we're going to want to have advantage in combat. Obviously we want to get the snap for our spell. Depends what snap you want to get. Personally, I have snap exemplum, but that's just me. You can get anything like snap sagitta, snap terra, snap gelu, snap flamma. Everything is pretty decent. You can get snap like Eurus. Snap Eurus is pretty good. Just anything, depends on your playstyle, you know. So I'm gonna show you guys the locations of Divinos. So normally he can be in the orderly barrier, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but he can be in the orderly barrier by the pie trainer, not by the pie trainer, by the phoenix trainer. She's sitting on the cliff. If you just go behind her and then a little bit to the left, he's sitting behind the corner. I'm assuming that's where he is right now because I haven't seen him. But the next location is just right here. He'll be sitting in this corner. If he's not there, he has one more location that I know of. Oh, he's not. So he's here. So if you want your snap, he could be here. He won't let you get a snap at first. You'll have to, do a quest. I think you have to talk to him, go to the brawler trainer, and then you can go talk to him for a snap. But you have to farm a spell. So for example, if you can't get it, you'll just have to sit here and keep casting over and over, and then he'll let you get your snap. If you ever get your class and you do not like the class you have, you can come wipe it at the bar. So over at this NPC, you can come talk to him, and you can either do conquest or you can wipe your progression. So it'll take everything away from you besides if you have a god spell or fang spell or whatever. So you talk to this guy. He says you want to participate in a deadly battle. You can say yes to conquest, or you can say wipe my progression to get rid of your class and go a different class. If you ever break your arm at one point, you can come over to this guy and pay for a metal arm. If you ever, want to, you can come bet and basically make a lot of silver, but it's kind of, it's gambling. Obviously, you're going to lose in the end. If you want to get in a house, for example, great timing. This guy just joined, Lord Vampiric, even though I don't think that's a word, but I'll show you guys how to make a house and where to go. It is underground again, so once we are underground, we are going to walk to the great sword, which I showed earlier. So we're going to climb this ladder all the way up. You're going to walk over here into this little corner and climb into this little area right here, and here's the guy. You can start a house for, I think, 10,000 silver or just 1,000 silver or something, and you can also leave your house if you want to. That's the house guy. So I'm going to just do a quick rundown of the classes. So Amon is chaotic mage, Lumen is orderly mage, Ronin is chaotic sword, Pi is orderly sword, Piercer is chaotic spear, Assassin is chaotic, Vigilant is orderly, Great sword over here is chaotic, Scythe is, I think, neutral, but you can also do chaotic. Shazam is also neutral, but I think you have to be orderly to get it. I don't know why I just think, I think Shazam is orderly, but you have to, or I think Shazam is neutral, but you have to be orderly to get it. This guy is one of the guys you have to talk to do the Ronin quest. I think that's majority of things that new players need to start with. Now is a really good time to get into the game because a massive update is coming soon. People are going to be wiping their classes to try out different things. People are going to be fresh. A lot of new players are going to be joining, so it's going to be a perfect time for new players to learn what they're doing and how to get into the game. I don't think there's anything else really to talk about. I went really through how to get things, and if you guys need more super in-depth explanations, you can go on the Trello, which I'll link. Well, Loki just died. That was a great outro. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I helped out any new players or players wanting to get into this who are confused. Yeah, peace out. So one thing I did forget to talk about was the game passes. I would like to mention because some of the game passes are actually kind of nice to have. So coming off with the first game pass, we have Name Changer. I personally do not own this, but it is kind of nice if you want to customize your own name. You can choose your name. You can also change your gender. So if you want to be a girl for some reason, you can be a girl with a girl name, or if you want to change back to a guy, you can change it to a guy name, and it's just nice to have. Second game pass is free Vint. This one is 100 Robux. It's pretty cheap. I think it's very worth it because each time you have to pay silver to buy Vint, and obviously you just want free Vint, so I would recommend buying that. Wear your own clothing. That is also kind of nice because you don't have to wear like the armor if you think it's ugly or you think something looks better. For example, I have Clara's armor on that I have on my personal avatar because obviously I have the name Clara, and I'm also wearing my own hair. You can wear your own hats and accessories. That's 300 Robux. I would recommend getting that too, unless you like the look of the armor or whatever. Invisible helmet comes in at like 200 Robux. This one is also kind of nice. I personally don't have the helmet right now because I just wiped, but it looks weird if you don't have like default armor, and it's just kind of nice because you get the health buff, but you also get to keep your hats on. So I'd recommend getting that too. Then you have extra emotes, which is around 400 Robux. The emotes are kind of low-key, like funny. Like if you win a conquest match, you can be toxic. If you kill somebody, you can be toxic, grip somebody. So it is kind of nice to have these game passes. I just want to mention them before I end the video. Another thing I do want to mention that I forgot to mention in my tutorial is that if you are a premium Roblox user, you can go into the bar, talk to the guy that's like kind of like laying down like on the table, and he will allow you to change your race visual or your face or your mana color or just like your hair or whatever. I personally think that's worth it too. It's only $5 to become a premium member, and you get all the benefits of customization and other things. Just want to mention that before. Peace out.